if Samsung's next Fan Edition phone doesn't need new camera hardware to deliver better photos. That's what many believe will happen with the upcoming Galaxy S25 FE, which is expected to arrive around October. It's shaping up to be a solid upgrade, even if the hardware stays mostly the same. Leaks suggest that the rear camera system, the Galaxy S25 FE, will match the one found on the Galaxy S24 FE, a 50 megapixels main camera with an f1.8 aperture and 8 megapixels telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide lens. While that might sound like more of the same, Samsung could be relying on new software improvements to make a real difference in how photos and videos turn out. One noticeable hardware upgrade is the 12 megapixels selfie camera, replacing the 10 megapixels one on the previous Fan Edition model. The new front camera is expected to feature autofocus, similar to what's already used in the rest of the Galaxy S25 series. But the bigger story is the role of software. Samsung has shown over the years that they can dramatically boost image quality just through better algorithms and optimization. That means sharper images, more natural colors, and better results, even in tricky lighting without changing the actual camera lenses. The Galaxy S24 FE, for example, scored 150 points in Finira's camera performance test, and that's a pretty strong result for a Fan Edition phone. Reviewers liked its realistic colors and clear details, but they also pointed out some flaws like over-sharpening in telephoto shots and inconsistent color tones. These are the kind of things that can be fixed with software tweaks. So if Samsung refines the image processing on the S25 FE, we might see a nice jump in real-world camera performance. Besides the camera, the rest of the phone looks promising too. The Galaxy S25 FE is expected to come with a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus display and a 1:120 Hz refresh rate, offering smooth performance for everyday use. The phone is also said to be lighter and slimmer than the S24 FE, while still keeping a strong armor aluminum frame. It will likely be powered by the Exynos 2400 chip, paired with a larger battery and faster charging. This means you'll get better speed, longer battery life, and a sleeker feel in a Fan Edition device. What makes the Galaxy S25 FE especially interesting is how it brings together premium features without the high price tag. Even though it may not be a full-blown flagship, it offers enough upgrades to stand out. What if the one feature that gave the Galaxy Note its edge might soon return to the Galaxy Z Fold without the trade-offs? After dropping S Pen support from the Galaxy Z Fold 7 to make it thinner and lighter, Samsung is now hinting at a comeback, but this time powered by new tech that could change everything. According to a report from Exynos, Samsung isn't giving up on the S Pen for foldables, it's just waiting until the tech catches up. Kongmin Seok, a key executive at Samsung's MX business division, confirmed that they are actively developing a new kind of S Pen technology. The goal, to bring back stylus support to the Z Fold lineup without sacrificing thinness, weight, or performance. Right now, the existing S Pen relies on Wacom's EMR system, which needs a digitizer built into the screen but doesn't require a battery inside the pen itself. That works well on phones like the Galaxy S24 Ultra or older Fold models that supported it, but it adds thickness and complexity to foldable designs. Samsung wants to change that. They're working with a South Korean company called Hydeep on a new kind of S Pen that won't need a separate digitizer or even a battery. That could make it a perfect fit for future foldable phones, where every millimeter counts. Samsung says the S Pen will return only if this next-gen stylus tech meets their performance expectations and if there's enough demand from users. This isn't just about tech for tech's sake. Samsung is watching how users respond to the current Fold 7, and they're open to adjusting their priorities if people really want the S Pen back. The company is also shifting away from chasing the thinnest design at all costs. For example, instead of sticking with an under-display camera that looked cool but didn't work well, The Fold 7 now uses a regular punch-hole selfie camera for much better image and video quality. That shows Samsung is willing to make smarter design decisions, not just flashier ones. Bringing back the S Pen would follow that same thinking. Yes, people loved how sleek the Fold 7 became, but many also missed the creative and productivity perks the S Pen brought, whether it was taking notes on the big inner screen or sketching directly onto the display. The Fold line has always tried to blend smartphone power with tablet flexibility, and the S Pen is the tool that completed that experience. If Samsung can deliver stylus functionality without adding bulk or needing a complicated hardware setup, it could be a big win. It also helps that Apple still doesn't offer full Apple Pencil support on its iPhones, giving Samsung a potential edge once again. So while the Galaxy Z Fold 7 doesn't have the S Pen, the idea isn't off the table. What if the biggest iPhone upgrade in years is just around the corner and you already know exactly when it's coming? According to insider Mark Gurman from Bloomberg, Apple is planning to unveil the iPhone 17 series during the week of September 8, 2025. While the company hasn't made an official announcement yet, Gurman's weekly Power On newsletter says Apple usually sticks with Tuesdays for iPhone events and avoids announcing new products on September 11th. That makes Tuesday the 9th or Wednesday the 10th the most likely dates for Apple's next big reveal. So whether you're still rocking an iPhone 6 South Plus or holding onto a newer iPhone 16 Pro Max, this year's upgrade could be the one that gets your attention. The iPhone 17 lineup is expected to include for models the base iPhone 17, the ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air, the iPhone 17 Pro, and the top-of-the-line iPhone 17 Pro Max. All four phones are getting meaningful changes. The regular iPhone 17 will jump to a 6.3-inch display, slightly larger than the 6.1-inch screen on the iPhone 16. It's also expected to include a 48-megapixel wide rear camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 24-megapixel front-facing camera. That's a solid setup for users who love taking photos but don't need pro-level hardware. If you want a thinner design, the iPhone 17 Air might be for you. It will feature a 6.7-inch display and a single 48-megapixel rear camera, borrowed from the iPhone 16, plus the same 24-megapixel selfie camera. Because of its slim build, there's only space for one rear lens, and the battery is expected to be just 2,800 mAh, so you'll be treating battery life for sleekness. The iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max models are where things really get exciting. Both phones are rumored to include 48-megapixel sensors across all three rear cameras, wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. They're also getting 24-megapixel front-facing cameras. That kind of setup would be a first for Apple and a huge step forward in mobile photography. These Pro models will run on the new A19 Pro chip, manufactured by TSMC using its 3nm process. The iPhone 17 and 17 Air will feature the standard A19 chip, but the Pro models will take things to the next level with enhanced performance and more power for advanced features, including Apple Intelligence. RAM is also getting a boost. The iPhone 17 will come with 8 GB of RAM, while the Air, Pro, and Pro Max are all expected to have 12 GB. This means better multitasking, faster app switching, and improved background performance.